Difficulties are things that show a person what they are, meaning difficulty actually has always had its own importance, significance, character, imperativeness, and a virtue over all of our lives, in our circumstances and situations, in one way or another. And no matter what we face, what we go through, what we experience, difficulty is important in everything, and difficulty is also it is going to be there in everything that we face, because it's an imperative and an inevitable, unavoidable phenomena that is natural, that is basically bestowed upon us and provided to us by universe and by the cosmos itself for our growth, learning, and the evaluation, examination of our character, will, patience, toleration, and other faculties that we may or may not have uh, within ourselves. But when we face one difficulty after another, then we definitely end up growing a lot of qualities and cultivating a lot of virtues and values that we could not even have imagined in ourselves in the first place. So, obviously, difficulties are still always going to be important in one way or another, no matter how advanced, technological, scientific, AI driven we become. But without difficulties, from the beginning, from the start of mankind, we would not have been here, we would not have developed, progressed, evolved so much, and to the degree to which we have come, had it not been for the difficulties that we have had, that we've overcome, and that we're still experiencing, struggling from, and basically suffering in our lives, that ultimately makes us something else entirely and leads to the creation, development of science, technology, healthcare, philosophy, literature, painting, and essentially everything else that is of critical, fundamental importance to us as well as to our growth, progress, learning happens because of difficulties. And difficulties also reveal and expose our either insecurities, shortcomings, deficiencies, inabilities, or also our growth, progress, abilities, talents, skills, knowledge, wisdom, and essentially everything else that we either are or we are not is exposed by difficulties. So, obviously, difficulties in that sense are very important, imperative, fundamental in our lives in one way or another, without which everything else is meaningless, worthless, aimless, and we also are going to lose all of our qualities, gravity, significance if we do not overcome difficulties regularly, if we do not face up and challenge ourselves as well as societal circumstances, politics regularly. But for that to happen, we have to be able to overcome and challenge ourselves over and over and over again in our abilities, talents, qualities, to seek further development all the time and not arriving at the bottom end anytime soon. So that's how we become something